Seawolves. In goal is Caitlin Brzezinski. Number 3, Scarlett MacDonald. Number 5 is Jenna Brenton. Number 7, Lindsay Anderson. Number 8, Lily Cairns. Number 9 is Avea Hine. Number 15, Grace Gordon. Ball's played back there, and the Seawolves are going to knock that back for a touch of Brzezinski. Number 16, Jordis Hawthorne. 17 is Letitia Palomino. Number 19 is Lydia Hebb. And number 20 is Hayley Coleman. There's Shields on the far side. We have to give a shout out to Holland College coach Jonathan Voss. And Pratt's going to come out and pick that up there before there's any further danger. Named the ACAA Coach of the Year yesterday. So congratulations to Jonathan. Carissa George of the Hurricanes was named the Player of the Year. No surprise there for the excellent season that Carissa's had. As I said, 2 hat-tricks, a number of goals. Ball's played forward. Number 3 is Scarlett MacDonald. She's certainly one of the danger players for the Seawolves this morning. That's going to be a throw-in on the far side. At the awards last night, Caitlin Brzezinski was named the 2nd team all-conference goalkeeper as well, and the CCAA All-Canadians. One of those was Carissa George, so congratulations again for Carissa. And it is going to be a corner on the far side to the Hurricanes, trying to get some early momentum in this game. Just coming up to 3 minutes played. Give a shout out to those the players on both teams who were named to the all-conference teams. For Holland College in the first team, Carissa George, Kristen Taylor and Georgia Doucette. While for the UNBSJ, Scarlett MacDonald. So they were the first team All-Stars. We'll name the 2nd team All-Stars in just a moment. First of all, we'll see what happens with this corner. It comes in, it's driven. Cleared at the near post, shot comes in. By Sacco, that's gone over the crossbar. And the 2nd team All-Stars for Holland College with Georgia Shields, Liv McDougall and Matsuri Sacco. Good recognition for her as she only came back into the season quite late. And for UNBSJ, Lindsay Anderson was also named the 2nd team All-Star. So congratulations to all of the players who were recognised at the awards presentations last night. That's played long. Headed away by Shields. Gordon goes back to the goalkeeper, Brzezinski. She clears right-footed. Doucette there, make sure it doesn't bounce. Here's Sacco. Bit of a miss hit there, and Dockerty's trying to win that ball back, but the ball's played forward again, looking for the run of MacDonald. McDougal's going to have to deal with this. MacDonald's got a chance here. Can she hit on the right foot? She did, but she wasn't able quite to wrap her foot around it. And in the end, it just went harmlessly wide on that near post. George is battling hard for that. Good interception there, charged down by Taylor. Well, that could be a little bit short, but Brzezinski's going to come out and clear that. She does, right-footed, and then in the end, that's a good pass out to the right-hand side. Ball's played forward, looking for MacDonald, but well played by Doucette, who sends it back to Pratt. That's a nice ball in there. That's going to run out of play before George can get there. UNBSJ came into this game on a bit of a roll. Last weekend they had a great result beating Mount St. Vincent, the 2nd seeds in this tournament. So they're not coming into this short of confidence, even though they are the rank outsiders, I guess. 6-5-1 record, 18 goals scored and 15 against. Which means that the games are all pretty tight. There was nothing major in terms of blowouts for the Wolves. But here's Carissa George now. She's got an opportunity on this side. She tucks it in. There's an opportunity. Oh, and Taylor had the chance. Wasn't able to put anything on it, though. And there was a really good opportunity for the Hurricanes in this opening 6 minutes. George managed to find herself free on that right-hand side. Ball came across. Good ball in, but Taylor maybe just didn't quite get her feet in the right place. And in the end, she wasn't able to get anything on it, and the ball went out for a throw-in. It is to the Hurricanes. Here's Comine. Fosu is going to try and chase this down. Trying to put pressure under Coleman. Fosu does well. Sent in by Shields. Here's Taylor. That's a good touch. Good pressure. So, and Fosu is just slightly offside. But again, good pressure by the Hurricanes. Fosu has been a particularly strong player for the Hurricanes this year. Powerful runner on the right side of the midfield. Brzezinski's going to go long. It's going to be picked up there by Hawthorne. She does well. Seawolf's trying to get something going. Hawthorne, she sends it back there. Here's Cairns. Ball comes across, but ball had gone out of play. So that will be a goal kick. We've certainly got a feast of soccer action for you here today at these ACAA championships. And looks like one of the Holland College players has got a bit of a problem down below me. It's number 15, Yuki Komine, who's been a star player for the Hurricanes all season. Her right thigh is heavily strapped, and she seems to have a bit of a problem. Hopefully it's no more than just with the actual strapping, rather than an actual injury. Physiotherapist is adjusting the strapping, so hopefully it's nothing more than just a technical repair. In the meantime, the game goes on, and it is going to be a throw-in, and looks like Comine's back, so clearly it was just an issue with the strap. So good news there for the Hurricanes, as one of their best players is able to rejoin. Here's George with the turn. Oh, strong challenge there by Shields, but Carnes does well. Tries to play the ball forward, but there's nobody there, and that's just going to run out of play for a goal kick. As I say, we've got a feast of action here today. 4 games on tap for you here for the Final Four weekend. All semi-finals today, and of course the finals tomorrow. Second semi-final will come after this one, which will see the Mystics in action. The second place team, of course, and they'll be playing the University of King's College Blue Devils. So that's our second semi-final in the women's matchup. That's going to be a throw-in on the far side to the Hurricanes. Ball's cleared. McDonald's fighting for that. Picked up by Comine. Goes wide to Sacco. She tries to look for the run of George. That's a good ball in, but just takes a little skip off the turf and runs into the arms of Caitlin Brzezinski. There's an opportunity now for the Seawolves here with Jordis Hawthorne. Zuma's come across. Good challenge by Zuma, but it is going to be a corner kick to the Seawolves. Certainly Scarlett McDonald is the player that I think the Hurricanes need to watch out for. 7 goals and a few assists for Scarlett. Grace Gordon, Hayley Coleman and Lily Cairns are also dangers, combining for 8 of UNBSJ's 19 total goals. But they're not going to score too many with that type of corner, as the ball sort of floats harmlessly over. Jenna Brunton gives herself a little slap of... oh, no, it wasn't Jenna Brunton, it was Grace Gordon, just reproaches herself for a wasted opportunity, and now the Hurricanes are going to try and get something going on the far side with Taylor. Challenged by a fellow number 7 there, Lindsay Anderson. Tried to set Fosu away, but the ball goes out, and that's going to be a throw-in on the far side. Push in the back there on Fosu, says referee McAdam, so that's going to be a free kick and an opportunity here for the Hurricanes maybe to put the ball into play. Liv McDougall's going to take this. Going to swing it in right-footed. Number of players all hanging around the penalty spot area. That's a good-looking free kick. That's a good header there too by Carrie Doherty. She got on the end of that, but wasn't able to quite get the direction. In the end, that ball goes behind for a goal kick. Just coming up to 12 minutes. No score yet. Good early pressure by the Hurricanes. Certainly the best opportunity came to Kristen Taylor when she wasn't able to just get anything on a good, presentable chance that was created by Carissa George. The Seawolves, though, having some good territory in the Hurricanes' half, and they're trying to build something up here. Ball gets played in. McDonald's going to challenge for that with Doucette, and she's got an opportunity here. The ball's bounced loose. Here's an opportunity. Oh, and it goes over. First real shot that the Seawolves have had. It was Hayley Coleman. It was well worked. Nice play there by McDonald. Just got inside there, the challenge of Doucette. As I say, the Seawolves will come into this game with a fair bit of confidence. There's always some shocks and surprises on semi-final day at the ACAA Championships. And no doubt the Seawolves are hoping. That's a strong challenge by Taylor. And even though the Hurricanes are technically at home, and the Seawolves come into this having really only secured their place in the Final Four on that final weekend, they're certainly going to come into this with a little bit of confidence. Ball gets sent in. Good play over there on the far side by Shields, making sure that there was no danger, but she's not able to keep that in, so that is going to be a throw. Sacco sends it wide. Looking for the run of Doherty, but it's intercepted there by Hine. George has to get on the end of that, and she manages, she wins the throw. It's Palomino that just got the final touch on that, so it's going to be a throw into the Hurricanes. Good crowd in this morning, as you would expect for the home team. Looking to return to the final, the Hurricanes, after losing in the semi-final stage last year. Just a heavy touch there by McDougall means it's going to be a throw into the Seawolves. McDougall thought about going back. Bit of a rare miss control there by Azuma. Nice play by Anderson into McDonald. Doucette with the touch. Sacco to Azuma, but it's intercepted and picked up by Brenton. She goes wide. No, it's going to be a throw to the Seawolves. Hawthorne wins the throw, so that's going to be another throw for UNBSJ. Hine's going to take it. Thrown into Brenton. Tries to play it in, but it just floats harmlessly wide, so that's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick there was asking rather a lot of Doherty, and she couldn't keep it in. So another throw for the Seawolves, who are certainly playing a lot of the game in the Hurricanes half. George is there quickly with the pressure and the close down. Hind with the throw though. Back by number 5, Brenton. Palomino was clipped, and it's going to be a free kick. Just a warm welcome to everybody that's tuning in on the broadcast this morning. Thank you for joining us, the first of 4 games, as I say, especially if you're tuning in, obviously as a supporter of the Hurricanes, if you're not able to make it down to Terry Fox this morning. But if you're a follower of the Seawolves and not able to come to PEI this weekend, you're missing what's right now a beautiful day here in Cornwall. And your Seawolves are playing well right now. Certainly asking some questions of the Hurricanes. Going to have to do maybe a little bit of defending here. The ball's played in. George picks it up. Looks for a zoom. It's just a little bit wayward. It's asking a lot of number 3, McDonald, who is very much playing as the sole front player. And there's a good ball if George is going to be able to get on the end of it. I think Brzezinski's going to come out, and she does. Good play by the goalkeeper. Showing there why she was recognised with second team conference honours. And that was a push by number 8, Carnes. So now the Hurricanes will try and build again from the back. Here's number 10, Georgia Shields, one of the second team All-Stars for the Hurricanes. She finds for Sue. Nice play down the line there. Good play by Taylor. Fosu carried her run, but wasn't able to be found, and that's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. Fosu with the throw, tries to find a zoomer. I think it was Anderson had the final touch there, so it is going to be another corner kick to Holland College. Zoomer's going to take this. Hurricanes have left Doucette back. She's normally a focal point on the set pieces, but ball comes in. It's a good one to the near post. Ball's bouncing around, and that's a good save by Brzezinski, and it's gone in. It's gone in. Oh, has it? No, it must have just gone wide. Well, I guess a bit of confusion. It looked like maybe it sort of crossed over the line. There was a big bundle in front of the net there. Certainly didn't seem to be too much celebration, but the ball must have just trickled wide. But it was a good save. Originally, you have to look at that one again on the replay from Brzezinski. It was a tremendous first save that caused the melee in front of the goal. But certainly that's the closest that the Hurricanes have come so far in this game. Ball's played long. Certainly get the impression this game is starting to come to life a little bit. Both teams trying to be quick to the challenge, trying to move the ball quickly. Here's Shields. Finds Sacco. She's going to turn. Beautiful touch there by Comine. Doherty with the cross, but once again, Brzezinski was quickly off her line to gather that. Certainly showing her worth. Looks like Brzezinski's a very confident and competent goalkeeper. It's one of the things that the Seawolves have in their favour, is that they do have a couple of good goalkeepers. Casey Grant-Spin has also played a lot for the Seawolves this year. It's going to be a free kick to the Hurricanes, so we may see some more action from Brzezinski in just a moment. Once again, it's going to be Liv McDougall with this. McDougall sends it in right-footed. That's going to put some pressure onto Brzezinski. No, she's able just to watch that go past her post. And that's going to be another goal kick. Brzezinski in a all-blue kit. Kicks it forward. Bit of head tennis going there, but it's going to be won by Comine. Tries to find Taylor, but it's cleared. Here's McDonald with the touch. Good play by Sacco to win it. Played forward again by Anderson. Coleman comes across. Fosu is there as well. Good play there by the number 20 for St. John. She's under pressure this time by Azuma. Oh, nice play there by Azuma. She goes down, but nothing doing, says referee. McAdam. Hurricanes will try and build something again on the far side. Here is Azuma. McDougall to Doherty. Oh, a couple of nice back heels there by the Hurricanes, showing their confidence. It's another ball looking for the run of George, but that's going to go out of play. So we're exactly halfway through this first half. No score. Two best chances so far for the Hurricanes. A chance for Kristen Taylor early when she wasn't able to connect. And then an excellent save by Brzezinski from a header from a corner. But right now the Seawolves is Hine. Flicks it across. George is there. Tries to find the run of Comine. She won't waste the ball, she doesn't, just sends it back to George. Takes a touch into the midfield, looks for the run of Fosu, but it's rather under hit. But Fosu's not going to give up on this. And it was Lydia Hebb there who had to adjust her feet quickly and make sure that Fosu wasn't going to get on the end of that before she was able to clear. But it is a throw to the Hurricanes, and they try and build something again on that far side. Here's Taylor, back to Fosu. Sends it in right-footed. No, she doesn't. It goes out of play. And that's going to be a goal kick. Holland College had the best of the meetings with the two teams this season, winning 1-0 and 3-1. Of course, though, in semi-final play, previous results don't usually count for a whole lot. And there's a good ball there. If McDonald can get on the end of it, Shields is going to come across. Good play there by Shields, a combination of Shields and McDougall. And now George is trying to get on the end of it, but assistant referee Marta Irvin on the far side, who's been the busier of the two assistants in this game so far, gives what I think might be a third or fourth offside in this first half. Here's Brzezinski. Hits it right-footed. Hawthorne is battling for that. Ball's going to get played forward by Palomino, looking for McDonald, but Doucette's there, intercepted. There's Azuma, back to Shields. Taylor there, once again, under pressure from Lindsay Anderson. There's two number 7s going to have a good battle there, and Taylor went to the ground after she'd played the ball. Late challenge by Anderson, says referee McAdam. And we're going to get another free kick for the Hurricanes on the halfway line, which McDougall is once again going to be the deliverer. Oh, change attack, and that's a good ball down the far side there. Ball's come in. Sacco's, though, is not quite able to get it under control. It's cleared by Cairns. Ball's going to get played in again, and here's an opportunity. Hines not able to get her head on it. Battle there, and I think the referee is going to give a foul. Indeed, he does. Bit of a strong challenge there by I think it was Doherty there, number 17, into the back of Hawthorn, and that's going to be a free kick and some respite for the Seawolves. I think Coach PJ Ward will be quite satisfied what he's seen from his team so far in this game. Well, a little bit of sloppiness there at the back, and Brzezinski under pressure can only slice that ball out of play. Thrown in by Komine. Zuma wins the throw. Oh, she just sort of drops the ball. Referee McAdam wondered about it, I think. But anyway, it's going to be another throw, which is taken. George. Doherty not able to get much on that. And now another opportunity. Ball's played long for McDonald. Once again, Doucette, though, is first to react. Sends the ball out to Shields. Good play there. Ball's kept in play. Nice play by Forsue. Shields carried on with her run, but she's not quite able to get there. But it is going to be another throw to Holland College. Taylor, and once again it's number 7 Anderson. Those two are having a good battle, the two number 7s. Zuma, oh, it's a beautiful pass out there. And oh, Komine looked pleadingly at the assistant referee Marta Irvin on the far side as she's judged to be offside. Must have been very tight because it was a very, she only seemed to be at least in line with the back line of the Seawolves, but assistant referee Marta, who is one of the finest assistants that we have on Prince Edward Island, does a lot of the varsity games here. And Hurricanes try now. Here's George. Has she got an opportunity? Oh, that's a good ball in. This time she's onside, and the ball's shot by Taylor. And Brzezinski with her feet makes a save at the near post. Beautifully worked move there by the Hurricanes. It was a nice pass by George. Taylor managed to get on the outside. Didn't get a whole lot of power for the shot, though. And Brzezinski was able to get down at the near post and make a save with her feet. Doucette's going to have to deal with this again. McDonald's there. Doucette seems to have marshaled McDonald very well so far in this game. She does look a little bit isolated. I think we mentioned before the number 3. Very much the focal point of the Seawolves attack. We are going to get a free kick to the Hurricanes. So another good opportunity there for the Hurricanes. That's probably their third best opportunity we've seen, or they certainly had 3 good opportunities in this first half, and that could be another one as Taylor's beaten the trap. She's going to cut inside. George is in the middle, just near post. That probably wasn't the best option. She tried to go for the shot. The angle wasn't great, and in the end Brzezinski was able just to sort of watch that hit the side netting. But again, the warning signs are there for the Seawolves, and they're starting to get a little bit of joy on that far side. Those passes by George and the runs of Taylor and Forsue causing some little bit of anxiety on the left-hand side of the Seawolves defence. We're going to get a free kick though. Reminder at 12:30, we will have the second semi-final in these ACAA playoffs between the number 2 seed, the Mount St. Vincent Mystics, against the UKC Blue Devils, second against third. MSVU had the best of the meetings in those games this season, 2-1 and 1-0 wins. But again, that's not going to mean much as that should be a good game. Ball's played long. McDonald is trying to force Doucette to clear, which she does. Good defending again by Doucette, but this time she does concede a corner. And another opportunity maybe for the Seawolves to do something. I think it was Gordon last time who took a corner and just placed it onto the roof of the net, much to her annoyance. So hoping this time she'll be able to get something that's going to cause a little bit more of a question for the Holland College defence. Takes it right-footed. That is a good corner. Ooh, opportunity there on the far side for Coleman. She's going to be forced back. Excellent play there by George, showing the defensive side of her game. And now the Hurricanes have got a little bit of a break on. She's got Taylor in front of her, but good harrying back by Anderson. And Brzezinski, though, had to be quick there to come out to the top of her penalty area to pick that up. Taylor had carried on her run. Certainly number 7, Lindsay Anderson, has been effective for the Seawolves with their defensive work so far, and she was able to get on the end of that and knock it back. Here's for Sue. Played forward. Played long, but McDougall's going to sort of be able to deal with this, I think. She is. Here's Sacco. Excellent pass. If Cumming is able to keep... Oh, no, just went out of play. Sometimes those Hurricanes players are almost telepathic with their passing. They know when each of them is going to make a run. That time it was the number 15, Comine. Certainly it's Sacco that pulls the strings in the centre of the midfield for the Hurricanes. Excellent passing ability and technical. And here she is. And again, once again, a nice little flick. Hine is there. She's going to be able to see that out for a goal kick. As we come up to the 33-minute mark in this first half, still goalless between the Holland College Hurricanes, the number 1 seed coming into these ACAA playoffs, against the number 4 seed, the UNBSJ Seawolves. Certainly on the balance of play, you'd probably say that the Hurricanes have had the better chances, but the Seawolves are certainly very much in this. Zuma, good ball looking for Forsu. She's got a little bit of space on that side. Tried to play it in for Taylor, who was a little bit on her heels, I think. And in the end, the Seawolves are able just to knock that out for a throw. Forsu's going to come across and take it. Goes back to Shields. Back to Forsu. She's going to play it right-footed. No, she goes down the line looking for Taylor. And once again, strong defending by number 7, Anderson. Sort of knocks Taylor to the ground. Nothing doing there for foul, so it's just going to go out for a goal kick. Lindsay Anderson, who was the second team All-Star, Conference All-Star for the UNBSJ Seawolves, and certainly you can see that from her defensive play in this game so far. She's had a good, solid game, the number 7. She might have to do some more defending here. And sure enough, she sees the ball out of play as Comine puts her under pressure. He's going to take this, drives it long. Coleman, though, can't keep it in, and that's going to be a throw to Holland College. Shields, bit of a miss kick. Azuma, though, manages to sort her feet out, keeps the ball alive, gets played in. Azuma again. Asking too much, though, of Doherty, and that's going to be a throw to the Seawolves. We come up with 10 minutes left in this first half. I think both coaches will be relatively pleased with what they've seen from their teams so far. Certainly the Hurricanes have carried probably more of the attacking threat, which Coach Voss certainly would have expected. But Coach Ward for the Seawolves will be pleased by the effort that his team has put in. Ball's played forward long. Taylor, though, isn't going to chase that one down, and Brzezinski, after a small bobble, is able just to pick it up. Just a perfect late October day here in Prince Edward Island for this for this two-day playoff. Sometimes the wind can get up a little bit and give a team an advantage, but right now the flags just a very gentle flutter, and there is no advantage from the elements to either team. Here's McDonald. That's a good ball out there, looking for number 20 Coleman. Just she has a bit of space. She does. Gets there ahead of Shields. Shields comes across. Good strong challenge, but it is going to be a throw to the Seawolves. Anderson headed it forward, but that's going to be a goal kick. McDonald does well. It's a good ball in, looking for Hawthorn. Excellent play though by George. We've certainly seen more in the defensive game so far. It's always her goals which seems to catch the eye, but the defensive game has been excellent in this game. Throw to the Hurricanes. Played forward by McDougall, but that's just going to run through to goalkeeper Brzezinski. I think Coach Voss will prefer to see that more measured build-up that goes through the midfield, rather than just play the ball long. Hine, under pressure from George. Well intercepted. Once again there, it's George with the tackle. Tries to find the run of Corminet. And a bit of a miscontrol there by Hawthorn means it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. And good play there by Sacco, wins the foul. Anderson tries to plead her innocence. But clever play there by the Holland College Hurricanes player. She sort of drew the foul. She knew where Anderson was and took the bump, which in turn led to the referee's whistle and another opportunity for the Hurricanes to put a good ball into the penalty area. It's going to be Kina Azuma who's going to take this. Once again, Doucette is staying home. They haven't pushed her up just for any set pieces yet. Ball's played towards the penalty spot. It comes off a UNBSJ head. And Brzezinski is able just to gather that. Coming up to 5 minutes left in this first half. Here's Azuma. She goes back to Shields. Zuma again. Sacco. Sacco again. Nice play there. Here's Azuma. What can she do? Tries to play the ball forward, looking for George. The flag has stayed down. George is going to get there first, is she? Yes, she is. She's got an open goal. Is that ball going to cross the line? No, it isn't. She just didn't quite get enough on it. And in the end, it was Leticia Palomino that was able to come across and put that ball out for a throw. But it was that intricate work in midfield between Azuma and Sacco. Played the ball through. George did well. She took it past the goalkeeper who'd come out. But the angle and just slightly lost her balance a little bit. And it's going to be a corner kick to the Hurricanes. And looking to get on the scoreboard before the end of this first half. Goes short. Sacco. Back to Azuma, left-footed, drives it in, headed away. McDougall's there, can't get a control on it. Under pressure, she goes to the ground and pushed in the back, I think, by a combination of McDonald and Coleman. And once again, it's going to be another free kick for the Hurricanes. They've had about 5 or 6 free kicks in this first half. And you get the sense now that they're really knocking on the door if they can get something before half-time. That will likely change the team talks for both coaches. Driven by McDougall. Should be okay for Brzezinski. She was under no pressure. Able to get a good size of it. And was able to gather the ball. No question that she's been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. She's had an excellent first half. The goalkeeper for the Seawolves. Clears it long. Although she was bailed out by her defence there just a few minutes ago. And Palomino made the clearance. And just didn't quite get enough on the shot, George, and Palomino was able to have the time to come across and put the ball out of play. But another good opportunity for the Hurricanes. Excellent play by Sacco. What a beautiful turn. And a pass to Forsue. She drives it in. Asking a lot, though, of George. Ball hits Azuma. George gets it back, but she rather drives it in. And Comine goes to the ground. Nothing doing, says referee McAdam, but the Hurricanes still have the ball. Once again, it's Sacco who's showing a full range of tricks and technique in that midfield for the Hurricanes. Really is an absolute joy to watch the number 8 for Holland College play. Bit of a giveaway there by McDougall. And allows the Seawolves maybe to do something on this side. Here's number 8, Carnes, who's been pretty quiet. She hasn't had a huge influence on the game yet. The number 8 for the Seawolves. Chipped in with a goal or 2 for the Seawolves this year, but so far she's not had a chance. Ball comes in though, is it? Driven to the near post by Hawthorne, and goalkeeper Pratt is just able to gather that. Hasn't really been overly tested, the Holland College goalkeeper. The pressure that the Seawolves have had. I've often seen a shot either just go wide or cleared by the defence. Certainly Brzezinski's been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers. Well intercepted. George thought she had more time, but she responds well and wins the ball back. Excellent play again by number 5, Carissa George. Ball plays to Sacco. She's going to try and lay forward something for the run of Comine. Just slightly overhit, and Brzezinski's able to come out and gather. We'll probably get an indication in a few minutes or from the 4th official just how long there is that's going to be played in this first half. 4th official Deagle below us. I think waiting for the signal by referee McAdam. Just taking his board now. He's going to put a number up in a few seconds, I think. In the meantime, the Hurricanes are trying to get something going on the far side. Put out a play by Gordon. And I see the 4th official, Corey Deagle's solitary finger goes up towards the bench. Not in any rude gesture, but just letting everybody know that there is 1 minute added time. So 1 minute added time for one of these teams to try and get a goal. I'm sure both coaches have got some kind of team talk in mind. Ball's played forward by Doherty. Sorry, by McDougall, and that finds Doherty. She's got a little bit of space there. Hine has come across. She's got there in front of her. Can she win the throw, or is this going to go out for a corner kick? Still in play, is it? I guess it is. No, now we get the signal from the assistant on the far side that the ball went out, and it is a goal kick. As we come up to the end of this first half, scoreless here at the Terry Fox Complex in Cornwall between the #1 seed, the Holland College Hurricanes, as referee McAdams' whistle brings the first half to a close. Entertaining first half. Certainly the Hurricanes had 3 or 4 very presentable opportunities. Goalkeeper Brzezinski's been strong in the goal for the Seawolves. The defence has been pretty rugged. And even though they've had the opportunities, it's still goalless here in the first of our semi-finals this morning. First of 4 games here at the Terry Fox Sports Complex in these ACAA Final 4 playoffs. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so for the second half. And apologies for any lack of sound that you may have been experiencing so far as we're back. There's a knockdown in the penalty area there, and it's going to be a free kick coming out in favour of Holland College. So just to confirm that there were no changes at half-time for either team. Both coaches, Coach Ward for UNBSJ and Coach Jonathan Voss, of course, for the Hurricanes, probably quite pleased with what they've seen. Certainly Coach Voss will be hoping that his team can get on the scoreboard in this second half. The longer the game goes on, of course, the more likelihood we're going to get into additional ways in which we can finish this game. George plays it in. Here's Taylor. And that's going to be an offside call. That's played long, looking for the run of Coleman, but that's going to just drift out of play for a throw-in. Here's Carnes. Shields with a good, strong challenge, puts that out of play for a throw to the Seawolves. Cleared by Shields, face Taylor. Ball's just going to get played back, though, to goalkeeper Bazitsky. Certainly you'd think that the longer this game goes on at 0-0, the more the Seawolves are going to fancy their chances here. They've certainly come out with, as I say, a great deal of confidence in this game. Not really playing like a team that's probably, according to most people, a big underdog in this game. The Hurricanes, they lost their first game of the season to the Mystics and then were unbeaten in the for the rest of the year. Well, the Seawolves just managed to get in the 4th place. A couple of points clear of the Tommies. Hurricanes try and build something on the left-hand side. Ball's played in. Here's Anderson. Arguably the star player for the Seawolves in the first half, and now she's going forward. A little bit of a heavy touch, though, and in the end she sort of runs into the solid figure there of number 13, Liv McDougall, and it is going to be a throw into the Seawolves. We lauded number 7, Lindsay Anderson's defensive qualities in that first half, but certainly she showed her more attacking style there, and there was a good run, and she's won a throw for the Seawolves. It's not a great throw, that's asking too much, and that's just going to drift out of play for a throw in to the Hurricanes, for a goal kick rather, to the Hurricanes. We're 5 minutes into this second half. Still, we await our first goal of the weekend. 4 games today, and of course the 2 finals tomorrow. Here's George. Looking for some options. Taylor's gone ahead of her, rather driven in, and hit Taylor on the heels. And that's cleared. Shields is just going to come across. Is the ball going to stay in? No, it isn't. It's gone out of play, but it'll be a throw to Holland College, which Forsu is going to take. Forsu throws it down the line. Taylor knocked it against the defender, so there is going to be another throw to Holland College. Taylor with the throw. And that's going to be a throw in to UNBSJ. Once again, it's going to be a free kick. It's on the ground. Once again, a good welcome to everybody tuning in on this broadcast. Certainly great to have your company if you're a supporter of either of these 2 teams, which we imagine most of our viewers probably are, especially if you're tuning in from St. John. Didn't make the trip over for this Final Four weekend. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Ball gets played back. Brzezinski, for the first time this afternoon, this was on her left foot. She's been pretty assured with her clearances. This time, though, it rather sliced off her left foot, and that's gone out of play for a throw into Holland College. Here's George. Gordon's come across. Ball's played in. That's a good ball. Here's Doherty. She goes back to McDougall. And that's a good ball. If George can get on the end of this, she has a little bit of space. Plays it in. Can George turn now? Can she get the shot away? She goes back to Taylor. Comes in. And play into the 6-yard area. But Brzezinski was able just to sort of gather down on that. Once again, though, it was that interplay between number 5, Carissa George, and number 7, Kristen Taylor. You'd think along with the midfield play of Sacco, but they're going to be the keys to unlock, but they've got some defending to do here. Here's McDonald. Doucette's come across. Bit of a miscue. Here's Anderson. She hits it in right-footed. Shields with the clearance. It's not a bad clearance. Played forward by Heb. One of the players goes down there, and it is going to be a throw to UNBSJ. 8 minutes gone in this second half. Opportunity here for Coleman. Shields comes across. Coleman plays it in near post. But that's just going to drift out of play, and that will be another goal kick. So Coach Ward will, although I'm sure he's very pleased with the attacking play of his team, certainly he'll be looking to maybe test goalkeeper Pratt a little bit more in this second half, but they're very, very much still in this. But they're going to have to do some defending again. Here's Taylor. Fosu with an excellent run. Is she able to get the cross? She took a second touch, which maybe she didn't need. And that has gone out of play, and that will be a throw. And we've got a bit of a stoppage there. One of the players just needs a little bit of attention. Looks like just some strapping has come loose on the thigh of number 20, Hayley Coleman. So she's going to get some running repairs, but in the meantime, that means the Seawolves are going to be down a player. I'm going to have to do some defending, and George tries to fight her way through there on the left-hand side. Strong challenge coming in from Palomino. Forcing George wide. Shot comes in, and no danger there at all for Brzezinski. Here's Fosu. Plays it down, looking for Taylor. Good play there by Taylor. Goes on the outside of Heb. Gets it across. Well watched, though, by Brzezinski as George was coming in behind her, waiting for any kind of bobble or miscalculation by the goalkeeper, but there wasn't any. And once again, she's able to punt the ball long downfield. McDonald is going to get a chance. And that's a nice little header there by the number 3. Can she keep it in on that far side? She can. Is there any options in the box? She sends it in. It's not a bad ball. And Pratt has to come and collect that at a near post. She sends an excellent throw out now to Cassandra Fosu. She's got a little bit of space. Goes short to Sacco. Gets it back. Shields just going to play it long. It's gone over the head of Taylor. Gordon should be able to clear this. Downfield she does. But that's just going to run through to Pratt. Fosu with the header. Here's Anderson. Bit of a missed touch for the first time by the number 7. George plays it in. It's cleared though. Looking for McDougall. Takes it on the chest well. Hine is on the far side to pick this up for the Seawolves. We're trying to be positive and play forward. Nice touch by Comine. Here's George there. Can she keep it in? She can do. Once again, it's I think it might be, who's that over there on the far side for the Seawolves, but they do give away a corner. I think that was Palomino there on the far side, under pressure by George, and puts it behind for a corner kick to the Hurricanes. Keener Azuma is going to take it. Whole posse of players all in that 6-yard area. Goalkeeper Rosicki looks ready and poised. Sacco looks like she's going to go short. No, it goes long though. Taylor's first way with the flick on. Ball still alive, but it came off number 17 Doherty and just floats over and lands on the top of the netting. Been a good, entertaining game so far. Both teams clearly out here to try and win this game. Both very positive in their outlook. They're trying to play the ball forward. Defenses have been playing well. This time, though, there's a foul by Doucette, who, as always, has been extremely steady and dependable for the Hurricanes in this game. She's going to have to do a little bit more defending here, as it's going to be a free kick and an opportunity maybe for Grace Gordon to play this in and put some pressure on goalkeeper Jordan Pratt in the Hurricanes' goal. Gordon takes the free kick, rather drives it in, and no real danger there for goalkeeper Pratt. She had lots of time to view that. Unless she was going to make a big mistake, there wasn't going to be any problems for her, and indeed there wasn't. And now here's George. Can she get something going? She's got Forsue on the right-hand side in all kinds of space if she can find her. In the end, she decides to go left to find Comine. She's going to put it on her right foot, send it into the penalty spot. It's headed away. Azuma, though, does well. Keeps the ball alive, and now the Hurricanes are going to try and drive it across. Taylor was on the end of it. A bit of a misheader, and how can George get the shot away? It's on her left foot. She tries it in. Oh, and that wasn't far away. There was a misdirected header there by the central defence of the Seawolves. And normally in those situations, you might fancy George was going to get that at least on target. She was on her left foot. She drove it across. And in the end, goalkeeper Bozitsky was quite happy to, and quite relieved, I think, to see that ball go past her left-hand post. And once again, the Seawolves survive. Still 0-0, 0-0 here at the Terry Fox Sports Complex in this first ACAA semi-final. The number 1 Hurricanes against the number 4 Seawolves. The Hurricanes are knocking on the door, but right now, they're not able to break through. Azuma goes wide. It's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes. It's going to be another corner kick. Short corner. Sacco, for once, is a loose touch there by the number 8. And here's an opportunity maybe for the Seawolves. Here's McDonald, all on her own though. She's got to just have Carnes has come to join her finally, but the attack rather breaks down a bit on that far side. Comine goes wide to Sacco. That's a good ball looking for the run, and in the end, the ball had to be cleared there by number 15, Grace Gordon. ...61 minutes, coming up to 62 minutes on the clock. Still scoreless here Reminder that if it is tied, then we do go to extra time. Something that I'm sure neither team is really thinking about too much at the moment. They want to get this settled. You get the impression maybe that whoever gets this first goal, certainly being very tight. Hurricanes trying to be patient. Good play by Coleman. She rather chucked Seals off, and now with a 2-on-2. Can she play McDonald in? Here's Coleman. That's a good ball. Oh, it's slightly ahead of McDonald. And the number 20, Coleman, puts her head in her hands. She knows that that was a good golden opportunity there to set something up and get a shot on goal. She did well, the number 20. Used her physical presence really just to sort of muscle Shields off the ball, and suddenly they were 2-on-2. But that all-important pass that was needed was just a little bit too hard, and it went out of play for a goal kick. But again, it's a sign that the Seawolves are definitely a threat, and they're still coming forward. That's good play. They're trying to build something up now that looks like a heavy touch by Hine. And she sort of stamps her foot in frustration as she knows she had a lot of space there. Maybe she could have just got that under her feet a little bit better. But in the end, it goes out. And it's going to be a goal kick. Just having a look below me, I don't see any signs of action from either of the coaches in terms of possible substitutions. Cleared long. George is there, tries to put pressure on Palomino. Palomino does well. She wins that battle. Been a powerful force, the defenders for the Seawolves, Gordon and Palomino and Hebb. As a unit, they played well, and goalkeeper Brzezinski's been excellent too behind them. But this is a good run from Shields. She does really well. She manages to find Taylor on the right-hand side. That's asking a lot of force. So no, she does well. A little back heel back to Taylor. Tries to take it in. She does. Hits it into the near post. It's cleared. And once again, Coleman is there. Under pressure from Azuma. Azuma comes across. Does well. But it's going to be a throw to the Seawolves. And a free kick given there. Shields was too aggressive, says referee McAdam on number 8, Lily Carnes. She did well, Carnes, there to wiggle away. And this is a dangerous opportunity now for the Seawolves, maybe to get something on goal. Good play there by the number 8. And what can the Seawolves do with this free kick? It's right on the edge of the penalty area, just to the left-hand side of the box. Referee McAdam makes sure that the wall is the required distance. And Grace Gordon is going to stand over this. Is she going to try and knock it in, or is she going to be bold and maybe try and get a shot on goal? She's got good options here. One of the players is just getting their shoelace tied, and referee McAdam won't blow his whistle till that's done. Now we're all ready. Gordon, what's she going to do? Drives it in. It's a poor one, really. It's all the options, and it was rather a weak free kick that she just drove into the wall, but it's played forward. And McDonald is adjudged offside. And gets a yellow card for the run into goalkeeper Pratt. One of those where you're sort of waiting for the flag and the referee's whistle. McDonald saw or heard neither, so she was entitled to go for the ball. Pratt had come out. McDonald had already committed herself to the challenge, so the goalkeeper was always going to take the full brunt of that. Thankfully, it was nothing more than just a bump, but referee McAdam deemed it worthy of a yellow. Played in by Forsu to Taylor. Taylor under pressure by Anderson. Bit of a misclearance there by Gordon. We still have that free kick on her mind. She had a good opportunity from that free kick and did probably the worst thing, which was hit it straight into the wall. But now she's got to concentrate on her main job, which is keeping the Hurricanes forwards off the score sheet. For Sue. Well, they ducked underneath it. Taylor's got 3 players around her. And it's Coleman that comes away from it. She's coming more and more into the game, the number 20 for St. John. And it is going to be a throw in to the team in red. Who the last 5 or 6 minutes have started really to carry much more of a threat as we come up to midway in this second half. 67.5 minutes on the clock. 3/4 of the way through this game. Still tied 0-0. Who's going to blink first? Still no major action on either bench. Strong challenge by Forsue. You'd think if somebody was to score, then things would certainly change in that regard. But who is going to get this first goal? Right now, the Hurricanes are trying to build from the back with Shields. She's going to go back to Doucette. Shields looks for some options. She's only got UNBSJ players around her. Azuma, shot to Sacco. She always wants the ball, the number 8. For Sue. She likes a bit of space to run into rather than the ball standing at her feet. And there's a pile of bodies, and referee McAdam judges that it was for Sue that was rather delaying, I guess, the progress there. So it is going to be a free kick indirect for Seawolves. Just a little bit of wind starting to gather. There was a forecast of some rain around about this time, so we may well get a bit of a shower in a few moments. We'll wait and see. Hopefully it'll stay away. But now the Hurricanes try and build something. Now here's an opportunity for them to run into space. Oh, and Doherty though, ooh, and that was a strong challenge by number 17 Palomino, who's going to be the second UNBSJ player to see yellow here. As Comene felt the full force of that. The ball just sort of got away from the number 17, who was also down hurt. So both physios are on the field. Comene and Palomino both needing some attention. Both teams go into a huddle. Try and find a way to break this deadlock as the clock ticks past the 70-minute mark. No goals here in this ACAA. Looks like Palomino is the first to get on her feet. She's certainly hobbling slightly as the physio helps her off. No surprise there that she picked up a yellow card for that. Just the ball rather got away. She was committed to the challenge as Comene came in. Just trying to catch a glimpse of the conversation there between Palomino and Coach Ward. Says she's okay, but is she going to come back on? Gets a quick drink. Referee Deagle calls her over, make sure that she's all good. And it looks like Comene's had to sort of, she needs a bit more attention by the looks of it. She's gone off on the far side.
It's not working, but I'll do it.
Still goalless here. Certainly Coach Voss will not be wanting to make a substitution, but it looks like we are going to see The first one of the afternoon. Hopefully it's not too serious that Common is going to be not going to be able to return, but we are going to see a change. And it's going to be number 4, Abby Murphy, coming into the team for the Hurricanes. So the first change of the afternoon forced upon Coach Voss. Abby Murphy is in. First thing she's going to have to do is do some defending. Sorry, that's the she's going to hopefully get on the end of this. And maybe, you never know, it might be a dream first touch. Ball comes in. Good headed clearance. And Dougal it was. And now number 17, Palomino, is allowed back in. She doesn't seem to be too worse for wear. Comene is sort of being led across around the field, still hobbling. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. She gets a high five and a round of applause. I think that might be the Hurricanes men's team over there on the far side, supporting the women. Here's McDougall. She does well there. She's around the back of Doucette, and there's a bit of a mix-up going on there. Oh, and she's pulled it down. It's going to be a penalty. It's a penalty. We'll have to look at that. Pratt just pulled her down. There didn't seem to be a whole lot there. It was a strange decision, it has to be said, by the goalkeeper. I don't know whether she thought the play had gone or there was a foul. But here is an opportunity, and it has to say a rush of blood maybe by the goalkeeper, but now the Seawolves have a golden chance. No question it was a foul, no question it was a penalty. I think Coach McAdam, referee McAdam, was sort of maybe a little bit surprised at what the goalkeeper had done there. But now, can she atone for that? Here's McDonald rather, the number 3. The leading scorer for the Seawolves this season. Up she steps. And in it goes! Placed in the corner! And the Seawolves, against the odds, the 4th place team, have taken the lead, courtesy of a penalty by number 3, Scarlett McDonald. Following a foul by the goalkeeper, Jordan Pratt. She pulled her to the ground. Whether the goalkeeper thought maybe she was fouled in the build-up to that, it was difficult to say. But certainly she had her arms round the striker for UNBSJ. She went down, and referee McAdam really had no option but to give the penalty. And suddenly, we've got 15 minutes on the clock. And is the Holland College Hurricane season about to fall at this stage for the 2nd season running? The hot favourites in this league find themselves a goal behind. They've got a free kick, and now this emergency. We were just saying there that the last 10 minutes or so, UNBSJ had certainly come in to into the game as more of an attacking threat. An excellent pressure there by Brenton. And once in, here's now the goal scorer, McDonald. McDougall's up with it. And that's going to be a goal kick. So now we've got a test. This is a situation that the Hurricanes have not been in a whole lot this season. Defeat on the first day, unbeaten in the last 11. But right now, they need to find their way back into this. They're not going to panic. Coach Voss isn't going to panic. They've had most of the game so far. They just have to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal to find their way back into this. Here's Forsue. It's played forward. Here's Forsue. Still trying to play some nice football. Here's Coleman, who's been very good in this second half. And she goes down, but she's off the field. She tries to roll back on again. I don't think referee McAdam is going to be too impressed, or has he blown the whistle now? Coleman's in a little bit of distress down there, just in front of us on the left-hand side. Seems to be in a bit of pain. And an opportunity for both teams and both coaches to get a quick word with this break in play. Maybe just a bit of cramp. She's got her hands to her face, the number 20. And we are going to see a change. Coach Ward has given a substitution slip to the 4th official, Corey Teagle. Number 20, Hayley Coleman, sort of just rolls off the field. Shakes her head. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but she doesn't seem she's going to be coming back anytime soon. And now it's going to be a substitution for the Seawolves. Number 6, Isabel Milliton is in. So number 6, Milliton is in. The Seawolves now is something to cling on to. The penalty scored by number 3, Scarlett McDonald. Here's Milliton, runs into Shields, gives her a bit of a tug. Foul, says referee McAdam. Played forward. Sally McDonald's in the half now. But they can't sit too deep. They've got too much attacking power, the Hurricanes. There's Doherty. Tries to win the battle with Hawthorne, but it's going to be a throw to the Hurricanes as we approach the 79-minute mark. UNBSJ lead by 1-0. Scored just a few minutes ago. A penalty by number 3, Scarlett McDonald. That's what separates the two teams. Throw to the Hurricanes. You can sense the urgency now. Coach Voss urging his team forward. Sacco goes wide. Murphy goes back. Taylor. Oh, Zuma gets caught out there. Wins it back though, does well. Finds Shields. Back to Azuma. He's moved now into midfield in place of Comine, who doesn't look as if she's going to be coming back. Taylor tries to win something. She does. She wins a throw. Strong challenge by Gordon. For Sue with the throw. In it comes. Gordon chests that out of play, and it will be a corner kick. Can the Hurricanes find their way back into this game in the last 10 minutes? There's always upsets in these semi-final matchups. You'll always get something. It's gone out of play, and it's a goal kick. Good defending there. The Hurricanes were certainly hoping that they weren't going to be on the wrong end of one of these upsets today. But right now they need to find something. They certainly haven't really created as much as in the second half as they did in the first. And they had 3 or 4 really good chances, and you always get the impression if you're not going to take your chances when they come, all it's going to do is give the opposition a little bit more confidence. And sure enough, this is what happened. You got the impression that UNBSJ were definitely back in this. And then it was that penalty. Foul by goalkeeper Pratt. Pulled McDonald to the ground. And it was the number 3 that got up and put the penalty away. So that is what separates these teams. Throw on the far side. Coach Voss urging the team forward. Surely it's not going to end this in this way, is it, for the Hurricanes? They're hosting, it's their tournament, they're #1 seed. They've been outstanding all season. But right now they're running into a red brick wall. But here's George. Good challenge by Gordon. McDonald out, just heavy, but she won it back. Shields is going to knock it just back to Pratt. And here's McDougall. Olivia McDougall plays it long. Headed out, throw into Holland College. Gordon, who's been outstanding in this second half for the Seawolves. That's a good ball now. Taylor could be on the end of this. Oh, and assistant referee Fradsham raises his flag. And that's going to be an offside call, and the Seawolves are going to be in no rush to take this whatsoever. Brzezinski walks the ball out to where the offence took place, puts it down. You get the impression she's going to hit this as far downfield as she possibly can. Foul there by Carnes. Hurricanes try and build something again. Here's Shields. Still plenty of time for the Hurricanes to find a way back into this. Fosu sends it down to Taylor. Good play. Good play by Lydia Hebb. And good news for the Hurricanes. It looks like number 15 Yuki Komine has recovered. They're going to need her style and skill for the last few minutes here, and Abby Murphy has gone off. So Murphy, who came on there for Komine, well, Komine recuperated, but the number 15 is back. Is she able to create something? Here's an opportunity. Oh, and ball came quickly to Doherty. She took it first time on the volley, wasn't able to keep it down. And the ball goes over. And once again, goalkeeper Brzezinski, who's been outstanding in this game, as has all the defence for the Seawolves. All through the season, they've kept their games tight, win or lose. There hasn't been much in any of their games. So it's proved again this afternoon. Here's Fosu. Can she do something on this right? Finds Taylor, tries to knock it back for Sue, and she gets a free kick, foul. Looks like Anderson's trying to plead her case, the number 7, to referee McAdam, but the free kick is given. And another opportunity for the Hurricanes. Carissa George is going to stand over this. Certainly if the remaining 3 games today are as entertaining and as lively as this, we're in for a treat here at the Terry Fox Sports Complex here in Cornwall. George, and one of the rare times this season she rather wastes an opportunity, just sort of floats over the crossbar. And now we're going to see some changes again for the Seawolves. It's going to be number 5, Jenna Brenton, who's coming off. She's run herself into the ground, the number 5 for the Seawolves. And into the game comes number 10, Sophie Hunt. So number 10, Sophie Hunt, is in there now. 86 minutes gone, 4 minutes to go, plus I'm sure at least 3 or 4 minutes maybe to be added by referee McAdam. Are the Hurricanes going to fall at the first hurdle here in these ACAA playoffs? This wasn't in the script. But all credit to St. John, the way they've gone around this, they've gone about this game this afternoon. They've come here with a real plan. They've stifled the Hurricanes' attacking force. They've had an excellent defensive game. Brzezinski's been excellent in goal, and they've still got some defending to do. Here's one of those stars, Palomino, and she's happy to concede a corner. Number 17, Palomino. Gets a handshake from Hine. The roll back now for UNBSJ. They've got something to defend. And everybody is in the penalty area. They've left Georgia Shields back. What can the Hurricanes do here from this corner? Needs good delivery. Let's see what we get. It's driven in. It's a good one. It's a good header, though, by the defense for the UNBSJ. And they have defended, as I say, very well. Another header. Ball's bouncing UNBSJ's way right now. They seem to be there for the pickups and winning those balls. And they've got an opportunity again on this far side with Hawthorne. Plays it down the line, but that's just going to roll out of play. Will be all eyes on referee, fourth official Corey Deagle in just a few minutes when he raises that board to see how many extra minutes the Hurricanes are going to get. Oh, and it's sloppy on the far side, and it's given the Seawolves an opportunity to take a throw, which they're not going to be rushing. The men's team are on their feet there, urging the girls forward, giving as much encouragement as they can to their schoolmates, and a big cheer every time the ball goes out of play. What can the Hurricanes do? Here's McDougall. Nice play. Opportunity. Forsooth's got a little bit of space on this side. Taylor's made a run. Is Taylor going to get there first? No, because number 15, Grace Gordon, is there. And what a game she's had. The number 15 ball comes across. Oh, Brzezinski there. Gets her fingertips to it. Just pushes it away before any of the Hurricanes can advance. And they have been, you have to say, outstanding. The defensive players today, all the defensive players for the Seawolves, they've all put a lot of work in. Here's Militin. Tries to go around Doherty. McDougall rather, she does. Forsooth though brings the ball away. Can she find a bit of space to run? Into Azuma. That's a good ball looking for George, and that's just hit too far ahead of Taylor. And for once, that combination has not been able to click for the Hurricanes this afternoon. They had chances in the first half, not so much in the second, but they've got to do it now. You may have had the signal, I've got to be honest. I didn't see it from the fourth official. So we're into guessing time as to how much is added on. And we've got a yellow card. It's going to eat up even more seconds. I think it was to Doucette. Branded by referee McAdam. Coach Voss is strolling around below us. Are we going to see the first upset of the ACAA playoffs this season? The Hurricanes, the number 1 seed. 11 games unbeaten coming into this. The Seawolves goes back to goalkeeper Brzezinski. He's going to play it first time, hits it long. And it's going to be a throw. Into added time. Coach Ward has a quick look at his watch. Looks the most composed player in the stadium right now. He came with a plan, and right now it is working to perfection. It's going to have to be played by Gordon. who must be a candidate for player of the game. You'd think the number 15 for the Seawolves. You can pick any of the defensive core, really, but they've got some more work to do. Ball comes in. Once again, it's headed away. Once again, it's Gordon. Scarlett McDonald, nice touch, tries to go past Shields. She does. This is going to go towards the corner. She's got nobody for support. She's not going to be going anywhere once she gets there. Sure enough, knocks it against, it was Doucette that knocked it against her. Seawolves, the boys, the men's team, they're all on their feet cheering on the girls. Can they find a way of holding on here? They're going to have to get forward quick. Good pressure again by the Seawolves. Once again, it's a throw on the far side. Here they go now. Here's McDougall. She's going to find Taylor. No, because she's running only as far as Lydia Hebb. Wins the throw. McDougall throws it in. Sacco. Ooh, goes a bit short. That wasn't what was needed. She's going to have to win it back. She does. Can she find the pass? Into George. Hebb clears. Going to be picked up. Doucette, though. Oh, nice play there by the goal scorer, McDonald. And once again, the Hurricanes are having to retreat. Referee McAdam looks at his watch. Ball's played forward. Azuma. Up cries referee, Coach Voss below me. They need to get it forward. Here's an opportunity. Sacco. What kind of pass can she find? She finds a good one to Taylor. Hebb's come across. Taylor's cut inside. She's going to try it with her left foot. Good play by Militant. And once again, it's a Seawolves foot. And there indeed is the final whistle. Scenes of jubilation as the Seawolves substitutes rush to congratulate the goalkeeper. Lots of hugs. The Holland College players trudge back. The substitutes come on and shake hands. There's no question from these pictures, as you can see, who the winning team is. And it's the fourth place. The UNBSJ Seawolves have turned the form book on its head. The first of our 4 semi-finals. And we have a surprise. The UNBSJ Seawolves have defeated the number 1 team in the conference, the Holland College Hurricanes. 1-0. A goal scored, a penalty by number 3, Scarlett McDonald. So we're going to be back in time for the second game, which is a 12:30 start between the Mystics and the Blue Devils. Let's hope it's as entertaining as this game has been. A shock in our first game. Congratulations to UNBSJ. They will go forward to the championship game tomorrow, which will be at noontime. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. On behalf of myself, Nick Murray, cameraman, Gareth and Raj, and Brian behind the controls, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in plenty of time for the second semi-final. So thank you and join us then.